in now. Just as we want to make a buttload of particle broadbands. Now I just need to expand this out quite a bit. What I have noticed is that copying these plus belts is horrible to do. But it's much easier to do something like this. If you copy this first. Yeah. Don't take that. Don't take these, but only take the belts. We can more easily hook them up, because one thing the blueprints can't do, they can hook up one if one is overlapping. That is fine, but if two or more, they won't allow it. Just one hooking over, that is possible to do quite easily. Let's just go to here for now. And then afterwards, you should go and take this without the belts. Use that instead. It's too close, but that is way easier to hook up this way. At least from my experience. Can we do that? Oh, can you hold and drag with a blueprint as well? I thought that was only possible with the other one. Okay, let's quickly test this. Because if we can, that is brilliant. I forgot some of it, I can see that. Let's see if we do that. Use. What if we hold and drag on you? Oh! We probably need to... Yeah, we need to make sure that base is correct. That seems correct. You change the space by... I have tapped to it. Oh, thank you for that, Sal. Yeah, Crichton, you should try this as well. It is quite fun to do mega basing in this as well. I'm not gonna lie. Right now I'm doing a dual mega base. I'm doing this one, and that is true. Oh yeah, that might be good for solar. I do want to make a solar powered planet, or solar panel. What do you call it? A solar panel battery planet. So just fill it with solar panels, put down some what they're called, energy exchangers, and just ship batteries all over the universe. I think that could be quite cool, since it's very easy to do. And as soon as I can leave the solar system, I'll probably set up one of those as the first thing, as solar panels are so easy to make, to be honest. So 2, 4, 6, 8. Let's try and start with that and see how it goes. On this one, it doesn't really matter which way they're at, but a rule of thumb, in case you have things with high throughput, put the one that needs 1, the plastic here on the outside, as that has the lowest throughput. As you can see here, 2 trips per second, 3 trips per second, and 6 trips per second. If you had something that required 6, 3, and 2, for example, do it that way around to make sure you always have enough. So we'll do 1, 2, and 3 over here. Off from the inside, it's easy to remember. 1, 2, and 3. And there we go. That is all for particle broadbands up and running. That is going to produce a nice amount to be used for all science. Yeah. Exactly. So this looks pretty good. I agree, Uranus? Is that how it's pronounced? Again, I'm butchering names as always. But that seems pretty decent. Power-wise, still going fine here. But then again, most of this is inactive at the moment, as we are quite filled up on a buffer at the moment. But things are moving around. That's not a good number, but that's just the way it is. You're all working. Do I want more than this? Is the question. And something you could, in theory, test out. What if we copy this with belts? I think I've tried it before, but what if we do... Let's do this as a test. Use that. Place it over top here. And drag you like that. Do the belts then know what to do? Okay, let's... Oh wait, that's not gonna work. You see it jumps a bit. What if we do that? Well, it's misaligned. That's not good. But what if we do... Let's try this. What if we do that? And we figure this out, because that would be very, very good if that works. So, no. Gliding with objects. I seriously hope that they won't call belts and such colliding with an object, as that is a bit annoying that it is that strict. But maybe they'll change that. It would be very nice. So now we have powerful broadbands, we have the processors, we have everything we need for all 4 of the sciences, just so we can really progress into the next age. We have room 1, 2, 3. I don't want to have room for 4 sciences next to each other. Not that it matters too much, but it could be cool. So what if we start... No, I want to start here going that way. Only 1, 2, 3. Let's set up the 3 of the sciences here. I think that'll be fine. The 4th one can pretty much start on this side. Okay, let's do this. I think this will work. 1, 2 in, so we should be lack of items. We need to fly back and get some of our interstellar logistics stations even. We should have a ton being made if we have a particle container up and running. Might not be the case. So let's go back to the home world. Yeah. But can you get any with less than 100% buildable area? Of course you need to landfill everything at some point, but other than that you should be able to always do something. You need to grab just a bit of sand. That looks pretty good as well. Grab a bit. You look pretty good. Fine. Yeah, exactly. Because gathering the sand is a bit annoying, as that's the only thing that's not, let's say, renewable. You can actually run out of sand, which is a bit sad. So let's grab you. Let's go. That's a lot of solar panels. Well, grab just a tiny bit of you to charge our mech. As for some reason I haven't set up any better power production yet, which is quite silly. So leaving our factory world, and look at that nice stream of things. You can kind of see where things are being made. Let's go back to our home world. Let's see if I can hit it. Yeah, rank you. There we are. And it's only going to get bigger as we expand out. But I like watching all these little lights flying around. So if you look, let's see if you can see where most of them are coming from. Quite a few there if you look at the world map. The most are to the right of us. So somewhere a nice amount of, look at the whole trail of items flowing. I love that they glow up. Not yet, as I will be making them very soon. I'm still only a 1 solar system, what's called civilization, because I went to purple or yellow science with the main bus, and then I shifted over to the modular build. And right now we're just catching up to that, and we just caught up to that now, so we will be able to get them in an hour or 2 if I'm quick. Yeah, you just need to, what's called, lower the distance before the user warper. From 12 AU to something else. I think that is the default. So this is the old main bus. It's quite... not really doing that much anymore. Hopefully we have a ton of what's called interstellar logistics stations being made up here in our mall. Couldn't very requested it, but I like just going and having a bit of look here the first few times until we have it automated correctly. Yeah, 100 interstellar logistics stations. Oh, this is gonna be good when we expand out to other areas. So let's just grab 20 for now. And let's drop off all the solar panels if we have room for it. There's some being made over here. Yes, so we just do that, that, and lower to 1000 again. Good, so that's the interstellar. Did I want anything else from back here? It stands right now. Probably not. Because we're hooking up these 3 at the moment. Or these 4 even. We'll hook up the labs as well. But I kind of want to do it here in our home world, just because it looks cool with the science here. What if we go up here? Should have some space next to our oil processing. Look at all that. That looks beautiful. Let's check here. We have space over here if we go down, but that requires a ton of landfill. Well, let's go to the factory world. That is much easier to work at than right here. There's also more power there. Let's quickly go over here and just recharge our little thing. There we are. At some point we can start to dismantle all of our bus as well. It is rather old and not that useful anymore. Still producing quite a few things, but yeah. Not that useful anymore. Doesn't jump in you, please. Yeah. So that is full power. You can have that. Theory, all of this junk as well, as I don't want to handcraft anything anymore. That is at least the goal. So, factory world. There we are. It's too messy here for me to do anything. It's much cleaner at the other area. We need to bring some labs as well. Should I just pick up all of this? I can take a few, because we do actually have quite a lot. Wait, that was kind of stupid. Yeah, because this was our research area. Let's just leave you here for now. Plus we should have a ton of storage in a way, so no need to steal it all. There we are. Anything can research while we wait? Probably not. No. So let's just go and grab things. It's always like that, you drop something off and then you need it. Should I just... Oh, we need to set this up in our mall. We seriously do. There's no need to be lazy about this. So, don't think we have it set up anywhere just yet. No, 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 no. Let's hook this up. I kind of want to make this into its own blueprint, as I know I'll be needing that a lot in the future. What if we just go over here? Then I would like to take pretty much this part and make it into a blueprint that we can use going forward. Of course, making it a blank blueprint. That is quite important. Let's see, you start here, there. Like to clear, 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 clear. That will make this completely blank. Oh, we are out of belts. Let's grab a few. Let's see. Go. There. There we are. Completely blank blueprints that I want to steal in the correct spot. So right there's what I want. And you will be... What is a good mall blueprint? What if I just give it... Is that a good mall? Ooh, maybe that. Mall blank. Let's try that. Save. Now we have that one. Is this called new? Oh, thumbnailed text. Let's fix that. So here. Mall blank. Will that save as needed? Yes, good. So now we have one we can in theory just throw down next to this one. And to test it, let's try this. We'll take you, we'll just go over here and say, oh, we need to add one more thing to our mall. And we just place it down. Yeah, that's way easier than trying to do it the other way. With called rebalancing and such. One thing the devs need to fix is that the input belt from wherever it's copied from will stay. Not that it matters at all, but it'll always show the item until you override it with something else. It always thinks the input is is like that. But yeah, might be fine. It's just a little note. So here, I would like to make a matrix. Matrix lab, 4 inputs. 1, 2, 3, and 4. $1,000 each, and let's just do. Let's buffer 1,000. I think that's fine. It's not that bad. So we'll do. And we do local storage on all. Wait, local storage. Just do local storage on all of these, and then we'll do remote demand. Then we should have it being delivered from mining world or factory world. Sorry. We require a few of these then. That work? Yes. So now we have all of it being made. It will all get transferred here, and things will be good, and they can deliver it to the rest of the universe. We will have to be matrix lab. Oh wait, 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh yeah, we have double input on that side. Thank God I made one with 4 when I copied it. Let's see here. I want that. Good. That should give us all the labs we need now to set up 5 rows of science. The blue, red, yellow, and purple, and then 1 for the labs. And then we can start to blast through. Yeah, I agree. I remember because I agree, Sal. Because if you look here, all of pretty much where that's. There we are. Pretty much all of this from here, where we started our bus, to about here where I ended it, is what is needed to get the planetary, not the planetary, but the interstellar logistics towers going. Because I pretty much skipped planetary logistics station and went directly to interstellar, as I use that for pretty much everything, even on the planets. So I might shift that up, but right now I'm using interstellar for all of them. Don't have to worry about planning what is on the base, or on the planet and such. I know they take a bit more space, but with 6 squares to work with, I think that is fine. Oh, is that Dyson flowing in? Let's remember to set the outputs. 8, so 8 on the inside. That means we'll want iron here. And the rest can be whatever they want. Back there we want you. That's looking pretty decent. Come on in. The last thing, how far away are you? If you look at our map here. Factorio world is over there, so it might actually be in these that are delivering it, because it seems the magnetic coils we have on the Factorio world, at least the logistics tower, doesn't have any logistics ships in it, because we had to travel from here to there and back for it to work. And there's pros and cons from both things. If you have it in a request tower, it can only request about the 10 ships it has. But let's say you have 5 places producing them. Then in theory you can get 5 or 6 times the throughput by putting 10 in each of the other towers, getting 60 ships or 50 ships flying in instead of just 10. And that is why it's really, really good to put it in the supply tower as well. Because then they will go more places. But then again, depending on if you have more supply or demands, it becomes better one or the other. They'll normally just fill them with logistics vessels, as they are quite cheap to make. Well, cheap. They're quite cheap at the moment. Let's see here. There they are. These upper ones should be the magnetic coils. Hopefully. Yes. There we go. Things are producing. And it doesn't need to be fast. In theory, we can't supply it as fast as it's what's called producing at the moment. But since this is built for storage, and I won't expand out that fast for, I don't know, ever, but at least for now, having it at tier 1 is more than good enough. That is looking very good. So, made in bulk. Made in bulk. Oh wait, we need one more thing for this to be made in bulk. We need to make this one. So let's set up titanium crystals. I think that's the last one we need here on this planet. And maybe also the organic crystals, as we haven't found... Well, that is the only way to make organic crystals. We have to make that quite a lot. Okay, let's set that up here. We should have the water. Then this can get done producing in the meantime. Let's see, where are we at on this planet? I want to go to this area. That way. Did I completely... Oh, this is correct. I want it right here. Five, 6, so 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Measuring stick, perfect. And it goes to here. Good. So, stop, please. You'll be making organic crystals. 3 inputs in a chemical, also in a chemical facility. Ones we have at the moment don't have that many inputs, so we'll just make a massive one right here. Then 1 output in the middle. I think that looks the best. Chemical facility. You can start... I want to turn it this way. I think that looks the best. So what if you start you about here? Of course, on the opposite side as well. You will make organic crystal. That's gonna be expensive. Yes. Organic crystal. Good. Let's make sure I'm making... Yeah, sulfuric acid here. That's plastic and such. And you want 3 inputs. You want the plastic. Light oil. And the water. I haven't really checked if we have the water running yet. But hopefully we do. And since this requires 7 belts, the way I'm setting it up, we can only do 1 row. And that's fine. 1, 2, 3. Inputs. And good. That is all the things for the inputs and the outputs. Now to expand the belts down quite a bit. And let's just do this firstly. But the crafting speed is not great. 6 seconds for 1. Each of these requires 1 every 4 seconds, so it's almost a 1-to-1, and this one requires 1 every 8. So one of these powers 2 of these at the same crafting speed. So we do need to make it somewhat big. First, let's try this. Can I take you? What if I do what I was told before? Can I do that? No, colliding with another object. What if you started here instead? Then can we then do it? Oh, will this work? Oh, that is good. God, I love blueprinting. When you get the hang of it, it actually works very, very well. It's not too intuitive all the time, but it is at least a lot better than when I did this by hand in my first Let's Play on YouTube. I remember doing a factory world where I did rows and rows of columns of each smelting, like steel, copper and such, and it took me hours to set up. Right now I can do it in minutes after the first one is designed, and it is so good. Jesus. So let's see here. You can go there. Then I can take you and say belts away. Keep these 2. Use that. And how close can I make you to each other? Oh, that's a bit too close. It's the closest. Can I make it here? Let's just test. No. You do need to get it with 1 space in between. So there we are. Colliding with an object. Is that still too close?